Alright guys, welcome back to another Morris Method YouTube channel video. I'm going to give you a bit of a rundown of what I'm up to. You just would have seen just a little snippet of our family hike that we've been up to. If you don't know, I have rolled my ankle, must have been about 5, maybe even 6 weeks ago. I have basically gotten myself out of my major event for the year, which was going to be the Ultra Trail Australia 100-kilometer trail run. There's still a large question mark around whether I will be doing that or not. More information on that to be confirmed. However, what I have done is I have gone and signed myself up for a 100-kilometer mountain bike ride. So some things that I can do at the moment is hiking, walking, which is obviously what you guys have been seeing. There's some definitely other aspects of endurance training that I have been able to still enjoy, which has been absolutely fantastic. Don't get me wrong, it has been an absolute emotional roller coaster to get myself back mentally from rolling my ankle. Again, my A race was going to be the UTA. Regardless of whether I do end up doing it or I don't end up doing it, it's not my A race. I will not be able to compete at the same sort of pace that I was looking at beforehand. However, we'll see, like I said, to be confirmed on whether that ends up being or not. That's my UTA update. What I'm currently doing is actually squeezed a little bit of an adaptation onto my mountain bike. Now, I've had years and years and years of experience on a bike. I haven't done a whole stack of bike riding as of late, but hey, when you do aerobic training appropriately, your training can, kind of cross-pollinate and can kind of jump from sport to sport. Musculoskeletal-wise is a little bit of a different story, but aerobically, my endurance is still quite sound, even to do some mountain bike riding. I have signed up for the Convict 100, which is a mountain bike race which has about 2,300 meters of vertical gain and loss, so plenty of steep climbing in there as well.
Boys are whooping your ass.
Have a great race.
Did you stack it?
Just go a bit slower, Darren.
Alright, well don't fall off, alright?
Good morning, St Albans! Right on it! And look, it's just going to be a great way for me to kind of keep my head screwed on. I don't know about you guys, but like when I don't have a timeline or when I don't have an event to kind of shoot towards, I'm just training because it's healthy and because it's good for me. And like obviously those things are true, but I'm the type of person who really likes a timeline. I really like having something to shoot for because it makes my diet better, makes my sleep better, makes my training better. There's more purpose towards my training rather than just going, yeah, I got half an hour today, so I'll just go and do X, Y, and Z. Whereas if I have a timeline, it at least allows me to, stick to that and do something appropriate for that. So what does my training currently look like? I don't have the same sort of volume on a mountain bike as what I do hiking or trail running, obviously, because I haven't been doing mountain bike riding. But I do have the aerobic capacity for it. However, my legs will give up before, anything aerobically does. What I have to do to try and adapt to some degree and at least improve my skill level before the Convict 100, because I've only had a couple of weeks of training, is that the sessions have been really short but frequent. Okay, so, and this may be a good tip for people who are just starting to get into exercise, who are just looking at getting into endurance. This is a great way to get yourself fit really quickly, to be honest, and without a whole lot of pain as well. Is that, if I had planned normally to do 60 or 90 minutes for a run or a trail run, well then I'm now breaking that up into maybe 2 or 3 micro sessions for the bike. So it could look like a 20-minute bike ride. As redundant as that sounds, it is really, really good when your musculoskeletal system aren't just equipped with dealing with that type of different stress. Again, coming from running, trail running, to then getting into mountain bike riding, it's a little bit different. So I'm just giving myself as much opportunity as I can to increase the volume, because when we talk about adaptations, volume is really king in the terms of endurance, like frequency, okay? That's why everyone's banging their head against the wall, not sure what they're doing when they're trying to train too hard and with a whole lot of volume. It just doesn't work. So my intensity has been still really low, and typically, to be honest, that's usually where I'll put my intensity typically anyway, is usually relatively low, because the effort versus reward for high intensity training or regular high intensity training is just not there. Volume has been nice and high intensity down here, and the frequency has been quite a fair bit. So been out there, done a couple of rides over the weekend. My long form session was 90 minutes, so to give you some sort of indicator of what that is, my micro sessions are around 20 to 30 minutes, but otherwise the body seems to be adapting quite nicely. What actually has been getting me is on the mountain bike ride, which my hands aren't used to, is the squeezing action and the downhill. The vibrating and sitting on the bike has actually been the most painful thing. So we will see what happens come the 1st of May. That is how much time that I have to get myself ready for a 100-kilometer mountain bike ride. That gives you a bit of an update as to what I've been up to. Hoping you guys are all well. Okay, so health question of the day, something that I get asked quite frequently. What exercise is best for weight loss? There is no exercise that you can do that is the best for weight loss. However, my recommendation to you, if you have weight loss goals and you would like to apply some sort of training to that or exercise to that, because it's a really good idea, is to keep it calm and collected. Keep control of your intensity so that you can do more of it. That is the question of the day. If you're following on, if you do have weight loss goals, put it down in the comments. Let me know. So I'm gonna leave you with a Morris Method tip, and this tip is highlighted to me at the moment because it just reminded me how important it is to train for an event or have a timeline. Is if you're into endurance training and you want to increase your endurance training, just by having an external factor like an event popping up on your timeline really kind of pushes you to do what you need to do to get the things done. So Morris Method endurance tip is to sign yourself up for an event, do something that's a little bit, pushes those buttons of yours a little bit, like, oh, I'm not sure if I can do it, just at the cuff. If you work hard enough and you stick to a plan, you will probably get there on the day and you'll be able to tick it off. Anyway, that's my Morris Method tip. Sign up for an event. Guys, hope you enjoyed this quick update video. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Otherwise, I will see you around here next time. Bye.